All right, here's my first interview at the Travel and Adventure show in Santa Clara. I'm going to relax here. And I got Jared here, and he's going to tell us all about the new passports that are coming out. So tell us about it, Jared. What do you got?
Sure. So we do have a new passport that's coming out this year. Some people may have already seen it. They started rolling out last year. It's called the Next Generation Passport. This is what it looks like. It looks just like the old passport versions, except you'll notice this bio page is actually plastic. So it's a lot harder, lasts a lot longer, has a lot of really great security features.
Now, does this tell you if you've had the COVID test or anything like that?
No, so it won't have any of the information related to vaccines or anything like that on your passport. The requirements for passport even before the pandemic are the same. So if you are traveling somewhere where you need to show proof of vaccination, for example, I probably would advise people to travel with their vaccination card.
So there's also a card and a passport available. What can be used for what?
Yeah, so the passport book is generally used for all travel that you can think of, international flights, for example. The passport card is great. It's much cheaper. It's $30 for an adult. The passport card is good for proof of citizenship as well as proof of ID, but it is not for flying internationally. So if you're trying to get on a plane and go to a country for a vacation, for example, you do need to have the passport book.
So how do we apply for one? Do we have to go in person?
Yeah, so if it's your first time applying, you do apply for a passport at a passport acceptance facility. There are thousands across the country, so you can always go on our website, Travel.state.gov, put in your zip code and find a facility close to you, and you would submit that application in person. If you've had a passport before as an adult, you can renew by mail, which makes it much easier. You fill out the DS-82 form and actually mail it in yourself, and they'll mail you a new passport.
So what about kids?
Kids, generally, if it's a child applying, you always do need to apply in person, and both parents would need to come to give the consent for the passport to be issued. So it would be similar to applying for the first time, where you actually go to a passport facility. You know, many of them are post offices or libraries where you can submit the application, and the parents would submit the application with the child at one of those facilities.
So they're talking about fast checkouts at the airport. Does this help that situation? Or?
So those programs are run by the Department of Homeland Security. There's, I believe, 5 different programs: TSA PreCheck, Global Entry, Sentry. There's a few others. Those are you can find information about that on DHS's website, dhs.gov. Those are the programs that'll help you come back into the country after you've had your trip quicker and go through customs.
All right. Well, how do we find you?
Yep, you can find all sorts of information about us on Travel.state.gov, all passport information, all the requirements you want to know about for countries you want to visit. And you can also follow any of our social media on Twitter or Instagram at @TravelGov.
All right, well, thank you. Can we see that book again?
Yep, there it is.
All right. Thank you very much.